You know the feeling. That perfect, satisfying peel of the plastic film off a brand new screen. The specific, sterile smell of the box. The weight of the device in your hand. For a moment, everything feels perfect. You have the new thing, the best thing. The dopamine hit is incredible. It's a clean slate. This new phone, this new laptop, this is the one that's going to make you more productive, more creative, more complete. And then what happens? A week later, it's just a phone. It's got fingerprints on it. It sits on your nightstand just like the old one did. The magic is gone. And you're left with the same you, just with a slightly lighter wallet and this weird, hollow feeling. Why? Why do we chase this feeling, knowing it never lasts? Why do we feel this obsessive pull to upgrade, even when our current stuff works perfectly fine? Look, nobody is telling you this, but your desire for the iPhone 16 isn't a personal failing. It's a trap. And today, we're going to find out who said it. Here is the thing. We love to blame ourselves. We say, "Oh, I have no self-control," or "I just love new tech." We treat shiny object syndrome like it's a personality quirk. But it's not. It's a feature of your brain's ancient operating system being exploited by a very, very modern world. Think of your brain like a caveman driving a spaceship. The caveman part, your limbic system, is running on software that's hundreds of thousands of years old. It's built for survival in a small tribe. It craves sugar, fears social exclusion, and seeks status. The spaceship is our modern world of infinite choice, digital tribes, and hyper-palatable everything. The mismatch is the problem. And tech companies, they know this. They know your caveman brain better than you do. And they have spent billions of dollars designing a world that pushes all of its buttons, all the time. The urge you feel isn't random, it's engineered. So let's get into the mechanics of the trap. It all starts with a single chemical, dopamine, and we have been fed a massive lie about it. We think dopamine is the pleasure molecule. It's not. It's the motivation molecule. It's the chemical of anticipation and pursuit. Dopamine doesn't fire when you get the reward. It fires in the chase of the reward. It's the feeling of tracking the animal, not eating the meal. It's the countdown to the product launch. It's adding the item to your cart and tracking the shipping. That's the high. The unboxing moment is the peak of that anticipation. But once you have the thing, the dopamine system's job is done. It shuts off, and you get a dopamine crash. This is what neuroscientists call a reward prediction error. You expected the new phone to bring you lasting happiness, but it just brought you a fleeting high. So what does your brain do? It immediately starts looking for the next thing, the next shiny object, the next chase, the next potential high. It's a treadmill. You have to keep running just to feel normal, chasing a satisfaction that the chase itself prevents you from ever reaching. It's exhausting. Let's make this real. Think about the last big phone launch. The cycle starts months in advance. First, you see leaked renders online. Dopamine hit. Then the tech blog starts speculating about the new features. Dopamine hit. The official event is announced. You put it on your calendar. Dopamine hit. You watch the keynote. They reveal the one more thing and the pre-order date. Massive dopamine hit. You stay up late to pre-order it. You track the shipping obsessively for a week. Hit, hit, hit. All of this, the entire marketing ecosystem, is designed to stretch out the chase for as long as possible, keeping you soaked in anticipatory dopamine. The unboxing isn't the start of the experience, it's the end of the high, and the crash that follows is inevitable.
Emotions are poor financial advisors.
Not now. The point is, this loop is biological. It's not your fault, but it's only half the story. The why behind the chase is even deeper. Okay, so dopamine drives the pursuit. But what are we actually pursuing? Status. Simple as that. For 99% of human history, we lived in small tribes of maybe 150 people. In that world, your social status was everything. It wasn't about ego, it was about life and death. Higher status meant better access to food, protection, and mates. It meant survival for you and your genes. So, how did you signal status? By having the best tools, the sharpest spear, the warmest pelt, the most reliable fire-starting kit. These things showed you were competent, resourceful, a good person to have around. Fast forward 200,000 years. We're still in that tribe. It's just a global digital one now. And what is the modern equivalent of the sharpest spear? It's the newest iPhone, the fastest laptop, the sleekest headphones. When you pull out that new device, you are non-verbally screaming to the tribe, I am successful. I have resources. I am part of the dominant group. It's evolutionary status signaling. Your logical brain knows your iPhone 14 is fine, but your caveman brain is terrified that if you don't have the 16, you'll be kicked out of the tribe and eaten by a saber-toothed tiger. It's a deeply ingrained, primal fear. And social media is like pouring gasoline on this primal fire. Nobody posts a picture of their 3-year-old phone that works perfectly fine. No, we post the unboxing. We post the perfectly curated desk setup with the latest gear. We are constantly performing our status to the digital tribe. Every post is a little signal that says, I'm keeping up, I'm successful, don't cast me out. Tech companies don't even have to sell you the product anymore. They just have to sell you the photo you can take with the product. They're selling you the evidence of your belonging.
The merchant profits from your restlessness.
Okay, Buddha with Wi-Fi, we get it. But here's the thing. This internal biological system would just be a weird quirk if it weren't for the multi-trillion-dollar machine built to weaponize it against us. This is where the investigation gets dark, because your brain isn't just acting on its own. It's being puppeteered. Companies create what's called manufactured FOMO, fear of missing out. Think about it. The slick, secretive product launches, the keynote addresses that are filmed like religious events, the ads showing beautiful, happy people effortlessly living their best lives with a new product. It's all designed to make you feel like if you don't upgrade, you're being left behind. You're falling out of the tribe. Then comes the second punch, the planned obsolescence trap. This isn't a conspiracy theory, it's a business model. Here's the number that should make you angry. The average smartphone gets replaced in under 3 years, even though the hardware is typically built to last 5 to 7. That gap isn't an accident, that's design. Your old phone starts to feel slower right around the time a new one is announced. Funny that. Batteries that are glued in and impossible to replace. Software updates that mysteriously drain performance on older models. Repair costs that are almost as much as a new device. They are not just creating a desire for the new, they are actively making the old obsolete. They're breaking your perfectly good spear on purpose, so you have to buy their new, slightly shinier one. And they just let it happen. Wild. Here's the thing. The most genius, most diabolical example of this? The green text bubble. Think about it. It costs Apple literally nothing to make the bubbles the same color, but they intentionally created a visual divide, a digital caste system. Green means you're an outsider. Blue means you're in the club. It has nothing to do with the quality of the phone and everything to do with social pressure. It weaponizes your friendships against you. It makes you feel a tiny bit of social pain every time you see that green bubble. It is the single most effective piece of marketing in modern history, and it's just a color. So we're trapped, right? A primal brain in one corner, a trillion-dollar marketing machine in the other. It feels hopeless, but it's not. Here is the thing. The first step to getting out of the matrix is realizing you're in it. Just by understanding this system, the dopamine treadmill, the status signaling, the manufactured FOMO, you've already taken back a huge amount of power. Awareness is the antidote. When you feel that pull for the new gadget, you can now pause and ask, is this my logical brain needing a new tool? Or is this my caveman brain afraid of being left behind? Am I buying this for its function or for the feeling I think it will give me? The goal isn't to become a monk who rejects all technology. It's to move from being an unconscious consumer to a conscious user. It's to separate your self-worth from your net worth. Your phone is a tool. It is not your identity. It's hard though. It's a real fight. So how do we start? With a counter ritual. The hook was that unboxing ritual, right? The peel, the smell, the perfect object. We need to create a ritual for what we already own. I call it the Appreciation Audit. Once a month, take 10 minutes. Pick up your current phone, your current laptop. Clean the screen. Delete old apps you don't use. Reorganize your home screen. Remember why you bought it in the first place and all the things it helps you do. You're not just cleaning a device, you're reminding your brain, this tool is still good. This spear is still sharp. I am still competent and safe. You're actively fighting the narrative of not enough by appreciating what is.
You must sit with the discomfort.
You know what? For once, he's not wrong. That discomfort of not buying, of using something slightly older, that's where the freedom is. And there's a simple, practical way to master that feeling. I want to give you one powerful, actionable strategy. It's called the 30-day pause. It is the circuit breaker for your dopamine loop. The next time you feel that intense, must-have-it-now urge for a shiny new object, stop. Don't say no forever. Just say, not yet. Put the item on a 30-day list, a note on your phone, a post-it, whatever. And then you wait for 30 days. This simple act of waiting does something magical. It starves the dopamine system of the immediate feedback it craves. The hunt becomes too long and boring for your caveman brain. The manufactured urgency created by the marketing campaign expires. You are allowing the emotional wave to crest and fall, so you can make a decision from the shore, not from the middle of the storm. After 30 days, look at the list again. I promise you, most of the time, the obsessive need will be gone. You'll look at it with your logical brain and ask, do I truly need this? Will it provide a tangible benefit that my current device can't? Sometimes the answer will still be yes, and that's fine. This isn't about deprivation, it's about intention. But most of the time, you'll just feel a sense of relief. You'll have broken the spell, and you'll have the money, and more importantly, the peace of mind to prove it. Look, this is about more than just saving money on a new phone. This is about reclaiming your focus, your peace of mind, and your sense of self from a system designed to keep you permanently dissatisfied. It's about divorcing your identity from your possessions. It's about choosing good enough instead of endlessly chasing a best that marketing teams invent every 6 months. So here's the real question, and I want an honest answer in the comments. Is the 30-day pause actually a fix, or is it just cope from people who already have the latest phone? Convince me either way. And while you're at it, name the shiny object you almost bought this week. Phones, laptops, sneakers, that new productivity app, whatever it is, drop it below. And hey, if this helped you see the game a little more clearly, consider subscribing. We break down the hidden psychology behind modern life like this every single week. It's time to take back the controls, because this whole upgrade cycle, it only works if we let it.